had just came back from, you know, the shower, and he sees me like butt naked, like I'm just standing there.
Girl, you make me go so loco, make me go crazy.
In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about my DL college roommate. I was debating on actually, you know, going through and posting the story time and filming the story time because you never want to out someone. You never want, you know, to put someone's business out there, especially something this big, some news this big, you know what I'm saying? I recently was actually in contact with my roommate and I just straight up asked if I could make this video and they were okay with it. So I have permission, and today we're gonna get into the story time of my DL roommate. If you guys need, you know, a little smoke and a little drink, get whatever you guys need. So you may be wondering, how did things with you and your roommate like kick off? How did things start? It's actually a really good story. It was only like the first month, I want to say, of us, you know, being on campus, being each other's roommate. I was a film student and Eli was aware that I did YouTube videos. So it's about a month into Eli and I being roommates, and for whatever reason, I remember Eli wasn't exactly in the dorm a lot, or he just, I don't know, he just wasn't staying in the dorm with me. So I remember there was an occasion where, you know, had just came back from, you know, the shower. I literally had no clothes on, and then Eli is just like coming into my dorm room and he sees me like butt naked, like I'm just standing there, and I was just like, child, you know those embarrassing moments, like I wasn't expecting him to walk in. I put a towel on right quick and he walks out, so I literally texted him. The only thing I had him on was Instagram, so I quickly DM'd Eli and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, so sorry you had to see me naked. Like, he was just like, oh no, it's cool, I get it, like you didn't know I was coming, so like it's not your fault, type of thing. And so thought nothing of this occasion until later on, you know what I'm saying? It was little situations like that that kept adding up. So then like later that night, Eli is actually in the dorm with me. We're like both doing assignments or whatever, and he starts asking me questions about, you know, my sexuality, how I came out, you know, just kind of suspect questions to be asking, but it just seemed like he was getting extra comfortable with me and just really, you know, slowly but surely, you know, creeping his way into me. And I was just like I started noticing, I started picking up, but I didn't want to fully believe it, so I was just kind of just like brushing it off as the things he was doing just weren't like, you know, a little suspect, you know what I'm saying? So nothing with me and Eli really happened for the next couple of days, and then like suddenly like something else happens, another occurrence, if you will. I was just minding my business, coming back from class like I usually do, like an English class I think, and I was coming back to the dorm. I didn't know Eli was in the dorm, but I was coming back from a class during the day. I literally creeped open the door and I could hear that he was watching porn. And when I tell you guys, I was shook. You could tell that he was like so embarrassed, and like it was just so, it was like dead silent in the room when I came in, and I was just like, oh my god, like is my roommate like on the DL, like does he not know? You know, I didn't say anything, kind of minded my business, whatever. So I think it was like a weekend or whatever, I ended up just like texting him or whatever to like break the silence. I'm one of those people that is just gonna be like a little bit more upfront, so I texted him like, you know, whatever you're watching, I don't care, like whatever you do in the room, I literally don't care, it's not my business. I'm the least judgmental person you're literally gonna have in your life. And he was like, oh my god, thank you, it's not like that, I'm just, you know, I'm a little curious or whatever. And I'm like, curious? Oh, okay, like that's cool. And yeah, we just keep on texting, and he starts mentioning to me that he would like to like experiment with me, and I was just like, what? And he starts sending me like his nudes, like his dick print, like on, like he was like doing homework or whatever, and he was like sending it to me, like telling me like come back to our dorm, like let's do something. And I was just like, wait, what? Like I was so shook that he was asking me to like come back and do something with him at the dorm. And I was with a couple other friends, so I was like asking my friends, my other college friends, for like advice. Like my roommate, out of all people, is like trying to do something, like trying to like link, like what do I do? It got crazy, you guys, let me just say that. Alright you guys, so I decide to go back to my dorm to meet up with my roommate. He's waiting for me, and when I tell you guys, I walk in, he is literally, he's at his desk, like under his bed still, clearly the blanket, but he was so fine. Like when he sent me his dick print, when I tell you guys when I saw his dick print, it was big, but he was literally already hard, like in person, and I was literally so shook. Like, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna give him head because I was a freak. Back then I was a freak, you guys. Don't judge me now. I wouldn't, but I start giving him head and he's just like enjoying it. Like, he is like taking my head and he's just like, and it's a great moment. I won't lie to you. Like, it's a great moment. His voice was deep. It was great. Anyways, it's like lasting for like a few minutes, and I'm really, you know, I'm really going to town. I'm really going stroke game. My throat game is strong in this moment. I don't know. The tension in the moment, it was just strong. And it was just like a couple minutes and I was just having a great time, and he's just like, you can tell he was like, okay, I'm about to, you know, he was about to nut. And then I was just like, okay. And then I was just like, I'm not about to swallow though. So he like pulls out, and it's just like, my face, it was just like, you know, just like one of those instant like reactions, you know what I'm saying? You guys, I feel like a slut. Like, you guys down below, let me know some of you guys' experiences. I don't want to be like feeling like a dirty ass cunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, this feels so wrong. Anyways, in the midst, okay, so he gets done, and at the end we're like, okay, like, what does this mean? Like, we can't tell anybody. And I'm like, agree, like, let's just, we'll keep it, we'll leave it be. And now me thinking about this, like, I'm obviously telling the story, but I did get approval. I'm not saying any names, but literally this was a one-time thing, and it was crazy. I've never done anything like spontaneous, like crazy. But yeah, I kind of just, you know, fucked my roommate. Alright guys, so that is the end of the story time. Please make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, send this video to a friend, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Yeah.